Let the assembly say, praise Yahweh. At this time, I ask that we all stand as we go into prayer. Abba Yahweh, we told you for this day. Abba Yahweh, we told you for your protection, the heads that you set around us from all hurt, harm, and danger. Abba Yahweh, continue to protect us from all the ways of this world, all wickedness and evil. Continue to even protect our homes, our vehicles, anything that we have in this earth. Abba Yahweh, continue to protect all those things and continue to have our minds and stayed on you during these last days, to have a prayerful state of mind, to want to do your will and want to see your face in peace. Abba Yahweh, continue to show us the wondrous ways that you have in your Torah. Continue to show us what we have to look forward to in that kingdom to come. And Yahweh, continue to build your people up. Continue to prepare your people for these last days that are upon us and have us ready. So when you come to this earth, ready to be redeemed by your son, Yahshua HaMashiach, and have us ready in a mindset to want to gain salvation, want to see your face and peace, and want to partake of that kingdom that you have for all of your people. And Yahshua HaMashiach's name we pray. Hallelujah. Way. House of Israel, you may be seated. Say Shabbat Shalom once again, House of Israel. And I say Shabbat Shalom, all that are tuning in on the live stream. Today I want to talk about how the ways of man will not prevail over the Almighty Yahweh. Like the title of this message, how futile is man's plans. See, nothing in this earth is going to succeed if we don't do it through Almighty Yahweh. Anything that you do in this earth, we have to do it in the ways of Almighty Yahweh. Anything that is done not of Yahweh, those things are not going to succeed. Even though man may think, okay, they're getting away with it in this instance, in this little time period, Yahweh is still going to get you for all the things that you've done that is not of him. See, that's why man continues to do the things that they do in this world, because seemingly they going to continue forever and ever and get away with it forever and ever and always try to destroy you, Israel, and always try to hoard their riches. Anything that they do on this earth, they think they're going to get away with it. But there's a time coming where those things are going to come to a stop. See, there's so many evil people in this world right now. You can see the evil spirits just growing and growing in different people all over, even in this little city right here. I mean, every day it's the norm to see shootings, mass shootings, stabbings, people just zapping out, just killing people, sons killing their parents, parents killing their children. It's just like the norm now. And Shaitan, what it is, Shaitan know that the time is drawing to a close. And he's going to amp up all this wickedness in this earth. So if you think it's bad now, it's just going to get worse and worse, Israel. So if you don't like how it is now, if you're not comfortable living in this environment now, we have to straighten up so we can be shielded from all these things. Because Yahweh protects his people. He said he will not forsake you. So as long as you rolling with Almighty Yahweh, he will protect you from anything that go on this earth. And like it says, if you do lose your life for his name's sake, you will find it again. Because that's all we doing right now, living to live again. And we want to live that true life, being with Yahweh and Yahshua HaMashiach. We don't want to have death, because that's the only other choice, is life or death. And if we don't choose Yahweh, guess what? You're choosing death. So, like I said, this evening, I will show you how man's ways will not prevail, and how man thinks they're going to continue to get over on Israel and think Yahweh not watching it all. Yahweh just don't let it go, and he just going to let it go forever and ever. But like I said, the time is drawing to a close, and it's going to get cut off. And Yahweh is going to have to bring down all evil men in this earth to show all in the earth that he is Almighty Yahweh. Are you ready for a day like that, Israel, where he get rid of all manners of wickedness in this earth? That those days are coming. It's not that long to go. We don't have forever in this. So while we have the time, we must prepare ourselves for days to come. Hallelujah. I want to go to the book of Psalms. This is Psalms number 2. Psalms 2 says, "Why do the nations conspire and the people plot in vain?" You got to be out of your mind if you think to go up against Almighty Yahweh and think you're going to succeed. But that's the thing with the minds of people, evil minds of people, the way their mind is so evil that it will not receive anything that is tough. So all it knows is to just do evil, do wickedness. And that is the mind of Shaitan. Now it says the king of the earth takes their stand, and the rulers gather together against Yahweh and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they say, and throw off their feathers. The one enthroned in the heaven laughs. Yahweh scoffs at them. See that? Yahweh, he like, come on now. Yahweh looks at them like, okay, I made man. I made all the things in this earth. And you think you will come up against Yahweh and win? Don't you think Yahweh is just shaking his head laughing like, wow, you really think you're going to do this? You really think you're going to come up against me at the end when he comes to bring his wrath and win? But like I said, that's a mindset that is a point of no return. It is an evil mindset, and they're going to do whatever they want to do to keep their kingdom. They don't want their kingdom to fall. That's why they continue to fight against you, Israel. They want to continue to have this kingdom stand forever and ever. In their mind, they think, yeah, that's what it's going to be. But like I said, their kingdom is not going to stand. Yahweh's kingdom is going to stand forever and ever when it comes to this earth. And when he brings his kingdom, guess what? That's it. Nobody going to bring that down. And when that kingdom comes to this earth, nothing but shalom. No more injustice, no more wickedness. So yeah, of course, Yahweh laughs at the wicked. It's foolish. And it says, then he rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have instilled my king on Zion, my Kodesh hill. See that he has his king that he's sending to this earth. That's who we are waiting to rule on this earth. We waiting for Yahshua HaMashiach to step foot on this earth once again and to take control that all knees shall bow and worship him. Nobody else is going to be worshiping. You ain't going to have all these idols in the earth. You ain't going to have people not knowing, okay, who we supposed to worship, Jesus, the Lord. No more of that. Yahweh is going to take away all that stuff from the people's mind. And everybody's going to know to worship Yahweh and Yahshua HaMashiach. So he says, no, I'm going to instill my king on this earth. Who cares about the kings on this earth, the rulers on this earth? That's why I say all the time, or we say all the time, don't put your trust in the man that rules over you right now. Don't continue to go out and vote. You think voting another person in the office is going to actually solve all these problems, but it's not. It's going to continue to get worse and worse. And you think they're looking out for you, Israel? No, they're not. All you see is people looking out for themselves. That's all they care about. And they take everything from you. I'm going to show you how Okay, they take all the wealth from you. They take all the things that you have in this earth from you. But guess what? It's going to be a day where Israel is going to take those things back. All the gold, all the silver, all the clothing, apparel for Israel. Because Yahweh sees you as a Kodesh nation. Didn't they do that when they came out of Egypt? They gave up all those things to Israel because Yahweh demanded them to do that. So it's the same thing, Israel. So that's why I say in this day and age, this right now, we should want to be Kodesh. We should want to stand before Almighty Yahweh and look decent in front of Him. She didn't want to be out there looking like hookers, hoes, all these things that they portray you on TV. That's not you, Israel. Yeah, if you are of Yahweh, Yahweh wants you to be a decent people. Come before Him decent, not any kind of way. And you get all the time. You get people always complaining, why I gotta cover my head, why I gotta do this, why I gotta do that. Because that's what Yahweh expects of you. He said you are important people, a peculiar treasure. And He says you are important in His eyes. So if you are important, you should want to be important to Almighty Yahweh and clean yourselves up and present yourselves as a Kodesh nation as Yahweh commanded. Hallelujah. Like I said, you can't go off of what the world thinks of you. A lot of people they think, okay, I'm nobody. I'm just everything that the world portrays of me. I'm gonna just be depressed and stressed. But once you realize who you truly are, Israel, though that depression, that stress will go out the window because you know you're a child of Yahweh. And Yahweh, guess what? He has something great waiting for you. Everything that you strive for in this lifetime, Yahweh is going to pay you for it. And you're going to get paid well. Don't think Yahweh is just going to give you any little thing. Nah, He's going to give you all things because you will follow Him all the days of your life. I don't know how much more I can stress it, but I'm telling you, Yahweh says you are important. And you got a lot of people in the world now that's just down, just depressed, don't know where to go. But guess what? If you focus on Almighty Yahweh and know that you are a child of His, you have all things. Even though it don't seem like you have all things in this earth, but guess what? Knowing Yahweh, you have all things. And that's all that counts. Who cares about all the material things in this earth? Yahweh, like I said, has something waiting for you. Now let's go to the book of Obadiah. See what the people think of Israel. This is Obadiah. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, because of the violence against your brother Yaakov, you will be covered with shame. You will be destroyed forever. It says, on the day you stood aloof, while strangers carried off his wealth, and strangers entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, you were like one of them. You should not look down on your brother in the day of his misfortune, nor rejoice over the people of Yehuda in the day of their destruction, nor boast so much in the day of their trouble. That's what they do. People rejoice when they see you down. They get a kick out of seeing Israel always down and out. Oh, the tail and not the head. And they more and more Israel, they're gonna continue to come at you to show you that okay, yeah, they're in power. Nobody else is in power but man. But no, Yahweh is coming and He gonna show you who really has a true power. Now it says, you should not march through the gates of my people in the day of their disaster, nor look down on them in their calamity, in the day of their disaster, nor seize their wealth in the day of their disaster. See that? They take all things from you. Anything that you get in this lifetime, they want to take it from you. They want to tax you on everything. They want to make you pay for water, anything that you have. But like I said, there's going to be a day where Israel's going to take that wealth back. They just holding it right now, but it's going to be a day where they're going to take that back. And if you want to go to Zechariah 14, it'll show you. And it says they're going to have to fight also. It's going to be fighting, Israel. It says in Zechariah 14, verse 13, it says, on that day, men will be stricken by Yahweh with great panic. Each man will seize the hand of another, and they will attack each other. Yehuda too will fight at Jerusalem. And it says the wealth of all the surrounding nations will be collected. Great quantities of gold and silver and clothing. See that? All that stuff is going to be collected. And then you got to find out, you got to know, like Zarkane said, who has all the wealth, who has all the riches that they storing in the bunkers and under the water, all these things they think they're going to hoard from Israel. But guess what? Yahweh is going to make Israel find all those things. And he's going to make them bring it unto Almighty Yahweh. Because like I said, he says the clothing, the apparel, all those things will have to be given to you, Israel, because you are a special people. So back in Obadiah, it says, you should not wait at the crossroads to cut down their fugitives, nor hand over their survivors in the day of their trouble. Yahweh even says, don't be rejoicing when trouble comes your enemy way. Because he said, if you rejoicing and your enemy getting it from Yahweh, he might take his wrath back from him. Now, this is what, if you can picture this with your children. If you have a couple of children and one of the children are getting scolded, they're getting beat for something that they did. And then you got the other child, they laughing in the background. And then the parents like, okay, what's so funny? What you laughing at? You want to get that too? But that's the same thing with Yahweh. Yahweh looking like, okay, nah, this ain't funny. Yahweh not playing. Yahweh, when he punishes, when he corrects, Yahweh is not playing. Yahweh is dead serious. So if we choose to rejoice when we see destruction come their way, do you want Yahweh to just hold back and say, okay, nah, I'm not going to send my wrath? No, we want Yahweh to punish the wicked for all the things that they've done in this lifetime. So, like I said, but that's what man's doing over Israel right now. They rejoicing, they laughing, thinking Yahweh don't see anything. But guess what? Their time is coming. Like I said, it look like they getting away with these things, but time is coming where Yahweh's gonna bring his wrath to them. Just like it says in verse 15. It says the day of Yahweh is near for all nations. Not some of them, not just one. It's near for all nations. Everybody that's done wickedness in this earth, Yahweh is going to come and bring his wrath down on them. As you have done, it will be done to you. Your deeds will return on your head. See that? Anything that we have done and man has done in this lifetime, all those things will come back on us. So don't think, okay, we doing dirt in this earth and Yahweh don't see it, you gonna get away with it. Nah, he gonna get you. And like I said, we want to be corrected now because Yahweh giving you a chance to straighten up now. Whereas man, Yahweh knows man wicked, they not gonna change. He's saving a particular day for them when it's gonna be too late. So, like I said, we can't continue to just cut up and do our own thing and think, okay, Yahweh is just going to keep correcting us, having mercy on us, and letting us go. No, Yahweh, and when we get corrected, got to straighten up when he corrects us. And we can't get mad. Like I said, we can't get angry at the rebuke of Yahweh. Because like I said, Yahweh corrects us because he harbors us. You can't fall. You can't give up when Yahweh corrects you. Yahweh's doing this for a purpose. So you will stand and do his will. You know, like I said, you don't want to see destruction go to his people. So let's go to Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Yahweh's word is going to fulfill itself. See, the wicked, they don't know. They going right along with what's supposed to go on in the Torah to the end. They don't know that doom and gloom is pronounced in this book. They keep going on and then don't even see the things that are going to come upon them. But Yahweh, like I said, he shows his people what's coming down the line. So we be aware. We just have to have faith and trust that know that those things that he has in this Torah will come about. So this is for the revelation waits appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. See, it seems like time is just going to keep going on and on and on. We just want to continue to suffer just forever and ever. But no, the time is coming. It seems like it's lingering, but he said just wait. Prepare yourselves and wait and see what will happen. Now it says, see, he is puffed up. His desires are not upright, but the righteous will live by his faith. That's what the things that are to come, we don't see those things. The things that the kingdom he said that are coming, we can't see those things. But we believe those things are coming. So you should have faith knowing that, okay, this is what I'm striving for. I'm striving to be in his kingdom and it's coming. So we all have to live by faith. Indeed, wine betrays him. He is arrogant and never at rest. Because he is as greedy as the grave, and like death is never satisfied, he gathers to himself all nations and take captive all the people. Will not all of them taunt him with ridicule and scorn, saying, woe to him who piles up stolen goods and makes himself wealthy by extortion? How long must this go on? See, that's what the people, they keep doing this. They take. It says, how long will this go on? This ain't going to go on forever, Israel. They can't take forever because Yahweh is coming to this earth. Take what is his. Will not your debtors suddenly arise? Will they not wake up and make you tremble? Then you will become their victim because you have spoiled many nations. The people who are left will spoil you. For you have shed man's blood. You have destroyed lands and cities and everyone in them. See that? But there's going to be a day when it's going to be reversed. Said take captive who captives they were. See that? And rule over their oppressors. See, Israel is going to be a reversal. They've done that to you. They oppressed you. They've done all things to you to hold you down. But when Yahweh come to this earth, they all going to have to be humble. They all going to have to come to you and serve you. It said, and lick the dust from your feet. That show you that they're going to be humble. You believe that, Israel? Yahweh is going to turn this around? Yahweh, all the things that's gone on in this earth, that's Yahweh have to do it. Because he says, well, you reap, you shall sow. So everything that you have done in this earth, it had to be brought back to you. You see, he said it will be brought back upon your head. So all these things that they have done, it'll be reversed right back on them. And it says, woe to him who builds his realm by unjust gain to set his nest on high to escape the clutches of ruin. And you see, it even says in old Obadiah, first chapter, tells you how they always build their places up high on the mountains, thinking no one can get to them, even nest in the stars, set up in the galaxy. They think they can get away from Almighty Yahweh. But Yahweh has this whole earth and universe. You can't go nowhere where he cannot see you. And he says he will bring you down. So that, like I said, the mindset of man, but they still gonna keep going on until the very end. That's why I said Yahweh had to come to this earth and bring down all wickedness, because they're gonna keep going on. If Yahweh keep letting it go on for so long, they'll destroy everything. It says you have plotted the ruin of many people, shaming your own house and forfeiting your own life. That's what they do, Israel. They continue to do what they do, and they don't have no regard for life. They continue to do this. When Shaitan has a hold of somebody's mind, they can't see what is right. So they will keep going on and doing things that are evil, thinking that is right, but it's really not. But like I said, we gotta pray that Yahweh stay in these vessels. Have that Ruach Hakodesh stay in these vessels, because you don't want to be overtaken by any spirits of the world that is not of Yahweh. Because you see it all on the news each and every day. All the violence, all the things, people snapping off, doing all types of things. You don't want to be overtaken by that. And you don't want Yahweh to put a reprobate mind on you where you just doing evil and thinking it's right. And like I said, we need to have a mind like Yahshua HaMashiach. We need to walk in his footsteps, because he was the prime example of showing us how to live. And I say live is because live to see that almighty kingdom, to see salvation. That's living. But like I said, if we just doing whatever and we think Yahweh's not going to get back at us, you're sadly mistaken. Let's go to Micah. I like this because it talks about how, we down. Right now we the tail. But there's going to be a day when Yahweh is going to have Israel rise. Yahweh is going to have you as the head. So this right here gives you confidence. You can say this, read this each and every day, knowing that, okay, we down and out now, but there will be a day where we be on top. This is Micah chapter 7, verse 8. It says, do not gloat over me, my enemy. Though I have fallen, I will rise. See that? You can do all the gloating, laughing, whatever you want to do to Yahweh's people, but Yahweh's people know that Yahweh has them. Yahweh is going to have better days for them. And Yahweh is going to have them dwell in his kingdom. And it says, though I sit in darkness, Yahweh will be my light. That's the only way you're going to get that true light, Israel, is to show you how to walk, to show you how to make it, to see salvation. That's that true light. And the light of the world was Yahshua HaMashiach. It says, because I have sinned against him, I will bear Yahweh's wrath. See, that's somebody admitting, okay, yeah, I was wrong. I did sin in front of Almighty Yahweh. Yahweh, please forgive me. Don't have a mindset of, oh, no, I'm perfect. I never sinned. I never did anything. It says all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. So that don't exclude you. All means everybody. Me, you, him, her, everybody. So we must, Yahweh, that's what Yahweh ahavas. He ahavas someone that knows. When they making this mistake, they know, okay, I was wrong. I come to you, Almighty Yahweh, and please forgive me. That's what Yahweh is looking for, like King Dawid. Now it says, I will bear Yahweh's wrath. Whatever correction he brings us, we have to bear it. We have to take it and know we are in the wrong and get right until he pleads my case and establishes my right. He will bring me out into the light. I will see his righteousness. Then my enemy will see it and will be covered with shame. She who said to me, where is Yahweh your Elohim? My eyes will see her downfall. Even now she will be trampled underfoot like mire in the streets. See that? That's what they say. Look, you being afflicted, we doing all these things to you, Israel. Where is Yahweh? Where is he? He's supposed to save you. Where is he? That's what they say. But guess what? Yahweh is there. Don't think that you can't see him. No, Yahweh is there. He's in the midst. He's there for you. Just cry out to him and he will be there. He will answer you. But like I said, we have to right now bear the transgressions. We have to bear this now because of transgression. Like I said, we can't give up. We can't say, okay, complain to Almighty Yahweh, why we got to go through this. No, we must know this is what we had to go through before we get to salvation. See, a lot of us, that's what we want. We want to just overpass any correction, any trials, tribulations, and just making in the kingdom. Yahweh, just push us in there. That's all we need. But no, all of sin, so we must go through our punishment right now. And then once that is over, Yahweh is going to turn the punishment onto man, onto all that hated you and hated him. But like I said, he says, where is Yahweh your Elohim? That's in their mindset. They think Yahweh is not with you. But you got to know yourself, Israel. Who cares what man thinks? You got to know that Yahweh is with you. Do you believe that, Israel? If you believe that, that's all that counts for Almighty Yahweh. If you believe in him, you trust in him, he's there for you. Whatever you need, Israel. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, since I talked about that correction. Yahweh don't do this for everybody. Yahweh say he chose one nation out of the face of the earth. Now, Hebrews 12, I'm going to start at verse 5, says, my son, do not make light of Yahweh's discipline, and do not lose heart when he rebukes you. A lot of people that give up, they fold because Yahweh is rebuking you, but he's making you a better person, Israel. They try and get you to walk on that straight and narrow path and don't stray. Because Yahweh disciplines those he loves. Because Yahweh disciplines those he loves. And he punishes everyone he accepts as a son. So if we getting punished now, that means he ahabas you. He wants you to get right, Israel. Like I said, he can wait till the end. When he brings his wrath on this earth and then punish you, that's too late. If we can't try to correct ourselves then, we have to do it now. So even when the messengers, they have to rebuke for certain sins that they see, can't get mad. Because the ministers and messengers, they are harbor the people. They want to see, I want to see everyone get into that kingdom. But we know everyone is not going to go into the kingdom. You got people that just don't care out here. You got people in the mindset that want to do their own will. You got people that don't have a mind of Almighty Yahweh. And got people that hate his people, sit amongst you and just hate you. And that right there shows you that you really hate Almighty Yahweh. See, all that hate, Yahweh doesn't have hate within him. And when we have hate within ourselves, we have to check ourselves. Because we say we are people of Almighty Yahweh, then if we are people of Yahweh, we should have that Ahava in us and Ahava our brothers and our sisters. But like I said, he's only choosing the remnant because he know a remnant is only going to follow him, only going to do his will. And it's sad, but because you see the conditions that are plaguing us today, and you would think that would get our attention. But let's go to Amos. Like I said, we can't ask, wait, why are we getting punished all the time? You want to know why? Let's go to Amos chapter 3. Amos 3 says, hear this word Yahweh has spoken against you, O people of Israel, against the whole family I brought up out of Mizraim. Says, you only have I chosen of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your sins. See that? And why? Because if you say you are children of Yahweh, you should know. You should know better. Yahweh is giving his Torah to his people, his word to his people, and we should know how to live. You of all people. So that's why he says, I chose you, you should know better. So if you go wrong, you go astray, guess what? He's going to punish you for going wrong and going astray. And it's all good because it is all to get you in line to his kingdom. If we want to see his kingdom, we want to get in line with Almighty Yahweh. Now, and then that's even this part of the year that's coming up, his feast days. That's even trying to correct the rebuke, to get the people in line, to show them their sins, because we have to get straight right first before we can go into the kingdom. We can't overpass Feast of Trumpets. We can't overpass Day of Atonement and then just go to Feast of Tabernacles. No, it don't work like that. Yahweh cleanses his people. So those days show us we had to get right before we be able to have that ingathering. Yahweh doesn't want to have you have a mindset of hate and doing your own thing in the ingathering. No, like I said, his kingdom is going to be a big family reunion, and all is going to be on the same mindset. All are going to have one like mind. So you can't have different people with different mindsets and think they're going to be dwelling in his kingdom. It don't work like that. But like I said, you are an important people, so that's why he's going to punish you first, Israel. Let's go to Lamentations. This is Lamentations chapter 2, starting at verse 13. He says, what can I say for you? With what can I compare you, O daughter of Jerusalem? To what can I liken you, that I may comfort you, O virgin daughter of Zion? What more can Yahweh do for you in order to get you in line with his Torah? To get you in line to that straight, narrow path to salvation. Like I said, a lot of people would say, oh, just push us in the kingdom, Yahweh. Just stop punishing us. Stop giving us trials, tribulations. We just want to get into the kingdom. But it don't, like you said, it don't work like that. You have to go through what you had to go through. Everything is a purpose. Yahweh is not just doing things just to be doing it. No, there's a purpose to all things. So it says, your wound is as deep as the sea. Who can heal you? That's a big wound. I mean, and we know if somebody wounds you so deep and you bleed out, you're going to die. But Yahweh says, your wound so deep, as deep as the sea. Now, if you wounded just minorly, you know you can be healed. You know that those things can heal itself. But we keep going on so far and so much so that the wound is getting deeper and deeper where we can't be helped at all. And that's what Yahweh wants to do. He wants to heal us. We need to be healed, Israel. Like I said, we got so many spirits going around. People with different mindsets have to be healed from those things. It says the visions of your prophets were false and worthless. They did not expose your sin to ward off your captivity. Like I said, this time of year, Feast of Trumpets coming up. That's what the ministers and messengers have to say to the people to get them right, to get them in line. And like I said, you can't get mad at the messenger when they say something because it is the word of Yahweh. So if you get mad at them, you're getting mad truly at Almighty Yahweh. But you got those out here in the world, they don't care about you. They don't care about any people. They just care about themselves, feeding themselves. So you got people that just going, like you said, give you false things, worthless things. Give you peace, shalom. Everything gonna be shalom. Everything gonna be all right. Yahweh, Havas, everyone. They gonna give you all that so you can be comfortable in your sin instead of pointing it out and making you get right. Now it says the oracles they gave you were false and misleading. All who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem. Is this the city that was called perfection of beauty? The joy of the whole earth? See, that was supposed to be you, Israel. You are supposed to be the perfection of the earth, the beauty of the earth, because you are doing things of Yahweh. But what we doing now, of course the people going to shake their heads like, they say they of Yahweh, they say they is Israel. The way they behaving themselves now, that's how the world looks at you. And just imagine how Yahweh looking down on Israel right now. All the things that we doing in this earth. You don't think he's shaking his head too? You don't think, wow, I made him man in his own image. And they doing this, they going against me, they rejecting me. You don't think Yahweh is angry? It says all your enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff and gnash their teeth and say, we have swallowed her up. This is the day we have waited for. We have lived to see it. See that? They thinking, yeah, this is it. Yahweh has punished them. We can do whatever we want to do. And they, like I said, they feed on that. They get stronger and stronger and they think it's funny. But guess what? It's going to get reversed. Not too long. Like I said, they continue to get stronger. They continue to do what they do. But these things are going to be reversed onto them. It says, this is the day we have waited for. We have lived to see it. Yahweh has done what he's planned, and he has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago. See, but all these things are written in his Torah. All these things are being fulfilled. If we don't see this now that his word is being fulfilled, something is terribly wrong. Now, in the near future, it's going to be so much so that you're going to have to acknowledge, okay, yeah, this is Yahweh's word. Because it's going to unfold in such a way where it's going to be right in your face. And if you don't see it then you really don't know Almighty Yahweh. But like I said, Yahweh's word is going to fulfill itself. Everything that these false leaders they say things are not going to happen. It's not going to happen the way it says it in the book. Guess what? It's going to unfold just like it says in the book. Yahweh cannot lie. So if he says it's going to happen, that's what it's going to be. So we can't listen to anything that someone says that is not in his Torah. We can't go along with it because it's false. Like it says, the people that give out false things, worthless things to the people. Let's go to Yeshayah. This is Yeshayah 51. I'm going to start at verse 22. It says, this is what Yahweh says, your Elohim, who defends his people. See, I have taken out of your hand the cup that made you stagger. From that cup, the goblet of my wrath, you will never drink again. See, he talking about things are going to get reversed. He's going to make the nations drink that cup and be consumed. It says, I will put it into the hands of your tormentors, who said to you, fall prostrate, that we may walk over you. And you made your backs like the ground, like the street to be walked over. You don't think they done things like that in the past to you, Israel? That's just a minor thing compared to all the things that they've done in the past up to this day. But they have no regard for you, Israel. They do all types of things to you and think they're going to get away with it. But Yahweh says no. He's going to defend his people. He's going to come and save his people. He's going to redeem you as a people. So you don't have to go through that no more. Let's go to book of Micah. This is Micah chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, but now many nations are gathered against you. They say, let her be defiled. Let our eyes gloat over Zion. But they do not know the thoughts of Yahweh. They do not understand his plan. He who gathers them like sheaves to the threshing floor. See, they don't understand. Like I said, they don't know Almighty Yahweh. So they just doing whatever and thinking they're going to get over on you. But you that know Yahweh, you that say you of Yahweh, you know exactly what's going on and what's going to happen. Yahweh has given this to you so you can prepare yourself for what's to come. He ain't just put you out there just to say, okay, go ahead and do whatever. He ain't give you no instructions. Yahweh gives his people instructions and show you what's coming. That right there should give you relief, knowing, okay, the days are going to get worse and worse. But Yahweh has showed us what's going to be, what's to come. And he says, when the Son of Man come, will it be faith on the earth? Now, we know, okay, times are going to get so hard and so troublesome on people. And we know that it's going to get to that point where, okay, you about to give up. You should know that Yahshua HaMashiach is on his way. You should know that he's about to redeem you. So we can't lose hope. We have to know Yahweh is with us. We have to know anything that we do in this lifetime, Yahweh has our back. And it says, rise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will give you horns of iron. I will give you hooves of bronze, and you will break to pieces many nations. You give Israel strength now. They may not have the strength right now. They may be down and out and weak right now, but guess what? Yahweh is going to give his people strength. And remember I told you, Yehuda is going to have to fight also. His people are going to have to fight. So it ain't like, okay, these people are going to be weak. Nah, look at Dawid's mighty men. Look at all throughout the scriptures how Yahweh had his men go out and fight and take down nations. You don't think he can do that for his people now? Come on now. So it says, you will devote their ill-gotten gains to Yahweh, their wealth to Yahweh of all the earth. See that? Their wealth is going to be taken from them. It's going to be given up to Almighty Yahweh. Because all the things in this earth is his anyway. Man thinks, okay, everything that they have is going to be theirs forever. But guess what? Yahweh's coming to this earth to claim what is his. And he's going to take what belongs to him. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1, I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, wisdom calls aloud in the street. She raises her voice in the public squares. At the head of the noisy street, she cries out. In the gateways of the city, she makes her speech. You don't think Yahweh calling right now? He calling each and every one of his people. Are we listening? Are we listening to the voice of Almighty Yahweh? Are we listening to his word? He's calling for his. But if we in the world, we doing our own thing and not doing what Yahweh commands, taking that rest, we're not going to hear his word. We're not going to hear him. We're not going to hear him calling us. But like he says, he's calling at the head of all the noisy streets. How long will you simple ones love your simple ways? How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? If it doesn't come from Yahweh, it's not knowledge at all. You can't get understanding from the world, the things the world tell you. If Yahweh gives you something and he shows you something, that is understanding. That is wisdom that Yahweh gives you. Wisdom of the world is not wisdom at all. It says, if you had responded to my rebuke, I would have poured out my heart to you and made my thoughts known to you. See, we had to respond to correction, Israel. We can't keep going on and on. Yahweh wants us to respond and do what he says. He said he would pour out his heart. Then he poured out his heart when he sent Yahshua HaMashiach, who gave up his life for you and I, for the sins of the world. And he ain't had to do that, but he did it because he harbored you. Now it says, but since you rejected me when I called and no one gave heed when I stretched out my hand, since you ignored all my advice and would not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. See that? I mean, he gave you enough information, enough instruction to get it right. So when you go astray, when you do something not of Yahweh, you gonna sit there and like, okay. And not to laugh like, okay, this is a joke. Yahweh is joking. No, it's not a joke. Yahweh says he will laugh at your disaster because I told you. I told you what to do, how to live, and how to walk to see salvation, but you chose not. So okay, that's what you get. Okay. And then it says, I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm. When disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind. When distress and trouble overwhelms you. He's going to put so much pressure on you where you're going to get to the point where, okay, yeah, this enough is enough. All right, Yahweh, I come to you now. But like I said, it's a time where it's too late. There's a time where Yahweh say, okay, you didn't answer when I called you at first. Now when it's so hard on you now that's when you want to come to me. Next verse, it says, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. We don't want to get to the point where we call to Yahweh and he don't answer. Because like I said, it's tough times coming, we're going to need him. They will look for me, but will not find me. Since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh, since they would not accept my advice and spurn my rebuke, they will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. It says by their fruit you will recognize them. So if you don't, it's all about how you live. It ain't about the talking. It's all about how you live. Then the world will see who you are of. Because if we live this out, if we do what Yahweh says, the people will know, okay, yeah, that's truly a wise and understanding people. They will see it. Even though they deny it and try to come at you all types of ways, no, they'll see, okay, Yahweh must be with them. And it's going to be a day where they will see so much so that they're going to have to follow you to go to Mount Zion, to that castle. But like I said, we have to do what he says, or guess what? Yahweh will not answer. It says, for the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety. That is important. Like I said, this wicked world that we living in right now, we want to live in safety. You don't want to be looking over your shoulder each and every day thinking, I don't know, is this going to be the time I die, or is somebody going to take my life? No, you want to live in such a way where you know Yahweh has you. And Yahweh will, like I said, will have you live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. That's how all of us should want to live. And the only way we can do that is to fear Yahweh. Because Yahweh, if we fear Yahweh, Yahweh is going to look out for you in such a way where you see all the turmoil going all around you, but it won't come nigh to you. That's how we want to live. Now, I want to go to King Dawid, how he even said about Yahweh, always look out for his anointed ones. Yahweh always was there for the anointed. Let's go to 1 Samuel, because we know King Dawid and how Saul or Shaul continued to come after him, continued to try to kill Dawid. But Yahweh had to show that Dawid could have took his life anytime he could have. But Dawid said, nah, I'm not going to touch Yahweh's anointed. This is 1 Samuel 26. And this is about the time where Shaul and all these people in the camp, they was down sleeping. And King Dawid and his men just walked up on them. They didn't even know. Took his spear and everything. Didn't even know he was dead. But let's read what he said in 1 Samuel 26. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, Abishai said to Dawid, today Yahweh has delivered your enemy into your hand. Now let me pin him to the ground with one thrust of my spear. I won't strike him twice. So yeah, they could have killed him. They were right there while they were asleep. Just like in the cave. They walked up on Dawid, didn't even know he was there. Could have killed him in there also. But it says, verse 9, Dawid said to Abishai, don't destroy him. Who can lay a hand on Yahweh's anointed and be guiltless? As surely as Yahweh lives, he says, Yahweh's going to get back. No doubt about it. He says, Yahweh himself will strike him. Either his time will come and he will die, or he will go into battle and perish. Now, what happened to him? Went into that battle, got so thick out there that he knew that was it. And he didn't want them to kill him. He wanted to have his own man with the spear to kill him. So, but his own man said, nah, he couldn't do it. So, Ben Shaul, he just landed on his own spear and killed himself. But it came back on him. See, man can't think, okay, I'm going to continue to do things and Yahweh ain't going to get back. Yahweh gets back. Now it says, So Dawid took the spear and the water jug near Shaul's head, and they left. No one saw or knew about it, nor did anyone wake up. They were all sleeping because Yahweh had put them into a deep sleep. See that? They could have had him. They could have killed him right then and there. But with Yahweh put him in that sleep, and Dawid once again showed him, okay, I could have had you, Saul, but I didn't. I spared your life, just like in the cave. But I want to point that out to show you, Yahweh look out for his anointed. Yahweh ain't gonna let no harm come to his anointed ones. So if you read up on the prophets, how they were killed, how they were put in jail, all these things, you don't think Yahweh is gonna come back at those that did those things to those people? Even Yahshua HaMashiach, what they done to him, you don't think they had to pay for that? That right there, that was truly the worst of all, because that was Yahshua HaMashiach, perfection walking the face of the earth. And he was giving up his life for the sins of the whole world. And nobody, a lot of people didn't even know who was walking before them, put them to death. Had to pay for that. But like I said, Yahweh is not going to be playing when he brings wrath to this earth. Let's go to Ezekiel and I'll soon be done. This is Ezekiel chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, the word of Yahweh came to me, son of man, what is this proverb you have in the land of Israel? The days go by and every vision comes to nothing. Say to them, this is what Yahweh says. I am going to put an end to this proverb, and they will no longer quote it in Israel. See, people they think, okay, these things are not going to come about. All the things that Yahweh has laid out in his Torah. They think these days are going to continue to go on and on like they are. But guess what? They're going to fulfill themselves. It says, say to them, the days are near when every vision will be fulfilled. For there will be no more false visions or flattering divinations among the people of Israel. But I, Yahweh, will speak what I will, and it shall be fulfilled without delay. See that? Yahweh ain't going to keep having this go on and on and on forever. When his word comes about, it will not delay. For in your days, you rebellious house, I will fulfill whatever I say, declares Yahweh. The word of Yahweh came to me, son of man. The house of Israel is saying, the vision he sees is for many years from now, and he prophesies about distant future. Therefore say to them, this is what Yahweh says, none of my words will be delayed any longer. Whatever I say will be fulfilled, declares Yahweh. So man can say these times is going to go on forever and ever. Israel might not believe that he's coming, all these things are coming about, but if he says it in his Torah, these days are coming, and we are upon these days. So we can't say they're not fulfilling itself. But guess what? They're not going to delay. Yahweh, you can tell, you can see the time is moving. Each and every day moving faster and faster. So Yahweh is bringing this to a close. And we have to be ready, because if we think this is going to keep going on forever and ever, we're not preparing ourselves. We thinking, okay, I'm going to continue to do whatever I want to do, and Yahweh ain't coming. He's just going to continue to let it go on. Sadly mistaken. My closing scripture, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. This is what Yahweh says. Disaster, an unheard of disaster is coming. See, like Zarkane Dawid laid out how it's going to be a time where it's going to be like any other time. I mean, you read about all the things that happened in the past in Israel's history, and it's going to be far worse than that. A time unlike any other, and we want to play with that. It says the end has come. The end has come. It has riled itself against you. It has come. Doom has come upon you, you who dwell in the land. The time has come. The day is near. There is panic, not joy, upon the mountains. I am about to pour out my wrath on you and spend my anger against you. I will judge you according to your conduct and repay you for all your detestable practices. I will not look on you with pity or spare you. See, Yahweh don't care. When his wrath come, he ain't gonna say, okay, I'm gonna have mercy on you. You know, you didn't listen to me all this time. I'm gonna be with you now. No. When his wrath comes, that's it. He's not sparing anybody. It is what it is. If you didn't prepare yourselves beforehand, that's what it is. Now it says, I will judge you according to your conduct and repay you for your detestable practices. I will not look on you with pity or spare you. I will repay you in according to your conduct and the detestable practices among you. Then you will know that it is I, Yahweh, who strikes the blow. When Yahweh acts, when he does his thing, all will take notice. Let's go to verse 23. It says, prepare the chains, because the land is full of bloodshed and the city is full of violence. See that everywhere. I will bring the most wicked of the nations to take possession of their houses. I will put an end to the pride of the mighty, and their sanctuaries will be desecrated. When terror comes, they will seek peace or shalom, but there will be none. See, now you want to run for cover. Now you want to have peace in the earth. But man don't want peace in the earth. You see how man is cutting up in the earth right now. But when Yahweh's wrath comes, that's when they want to change their mind. But it's too late. Calamity upon calamity will come, rumor upon rumor. They will try to get a vision from the prophet. The teaching of the law by the priest will be lost, as will the counsel of the elders. See that? Now you want to go to the prophets, the priest, and try to get help from the priests, the messengers, whoever that was in your lifetime to help you out. But guess what? Yahweh is gonna shut them off from you. You had your opportunity. It says the king will mourn, the prince will be clothed with despair, and the hands of the people of the land will tremble. I will deal with them according to their conduct, and by their own standards I will judge them. Then they will know that I am Yahweh. That don't sound like a pleasant time. That don't sound like a time where people playing and doing their own thing. Nah, it sounds like a time where people gonna be frightened that come when Yahweh comes to this earth. See, we want to fear Yahweh now and know, okay, he has all power. He can get rid of us right now for all the things we have done. But right now, he has Hasid. He look over us and help us out in different aspects. He answer our prayer. So, like I said, so right now, since we have the opportunity, we want to serve Yahweh wholeheartedly. So when those days come, those days of wrath, he won't come at us and diminish us to nothing. Because that's what it's going to be. Wickedness, all evil is going to be demolished. It's going to be no more of it. No matter, I don't care how strong you think you are, what weaponry, anything you have in this earth, you're not going to be able to go against Yahweh. So, like I said, Israel, it is futile to think that our plans, anything that we do that is not of Yahweh, is going to succeed. It is futile if man thinks they're going to continue to dominating this earth. No, Yahweh is coming. Yahshua HaMashiach is coming to redeem his people. And he's going to flip this earth back to where it was. He's going to restore it back to like where it was at the very beginning. So I encourage you all, Israel. Times are getting rough out there, but just stay with Almighty Yahweh and continue to hear Shema, the voice of Almighty Yahweh. Hallelujah. At this time, I conclude this message. I ask that we all stand as we go on to prayer. Abba Yahweh, we told you for your protection. Abba Yahweh, continue to look over us in times of trouble, in times where it's tough, and all times, just Yahweh. I ask that you please continue to look over your people in these days and continue to show us the way that leads to salvation. Continue to strengthen us. Continue to give us everything that we need in order to make it to see salvation. Abba Yahweh, continue to give us rest in these vessels throughout the work week. Abba Yahweh, we told you for your Shabbat. We told you for that Shabbat because it's a day of rest for our soul. And Yahweh, we look forward to that rest that you had waiting for us in that kingdom of all manners of wickedness and evil that lie in this earth. In Yahshua HaMashiach's name we pray. Hallelujah. Yahweh.